Peace out. I felt called to do this video, so I'm gonna do it. Um, you know, Not a lot of people know the significance of an altar and why to have one, or even what is it, what does it mean. All right, so let's break that down. Okay. Um, an altar, by definition, is like a table or platform people make offerings or sacrifices to their religious fucking gods or constructs or whatever. That's the definition. Altars have been used for thousands of years. Okay, people have been making offerings, all types of things to their ancestors, to the spirits, to their gods, to whoever they revered and wanted to pay respect and gratitude to. Okay, usually cosmic forces that they knew ran shit and dictated shit during certain times. Okay, so if they wanted crops to grow, things like that. Okay, and then it gets more in depth based on the priesthoods and the people who took it more deep and shit like that. Because most of the time, a lot of that shit was behind closed doors anyway. Because you could be killed for shit like that. And then it's like, just like today with the fucking Freemasonry and all the secret societies and shit. They know this shit, but they still part of the fabric of motherfucking society. They're not changing shit, alright? Because they part of that same motherfucking, they're the ones that took the oaths and shit, you know what I'm saying? They just a bunch of like-minded people who are here to make connections and shit. And they know the motherfucking truth, but they just don't care to fucking fix nothing, alright? And I'm on the other side of that because I care to fix this shit, okay? And motherfuckers could have signed up to the club. I could have signed up to all types of clubs. Motherfuckers all trying to invite me. Motherfucking witches, warlocks, masons, motherfucking the IFA people, motherfucking industry people. All types of people try to reach out to me, all types of shit. I ain't signing no oaths to no one because I'm on this path to do shit by myself. And though I am going to collab with people, a lot of shit I have to go through my motherfucking self. So I could have a motherfucking club or motherfucking a bunch of group people around me and shit like that, or doing oaths, or having the motherfucker tell me what I'm supposed to do and how the motherfucker to do it and shit, or having motherfucking blackmails over me and shit like that. I didn't have time for all of that, alright? And I still don't. I'm happy making what I make, doing what the fuck I love, alright? I ain't worried about a motherfucker throwing any motherfucking energy at me in the form of motherfucking paper and shit like that, alright? The universe got me. I already know that, alright? Because when you're doing, for lack of a better term, God's work, man, there ain't nothing no one could throw at you, alright, to throw you off that path. Anyway, alright, back to this ancestor shit, alright? Because a lot of people are gonna go witch and warlock as soon as someone like me mentions altars and shit like that, okay? When motherfucking your church or your motherfucking temple or your mosque has a motherfucking altar, okay? Because know it or not, there's magic up in those motherfucking books, because those books are magic because they come from the motherfucking walls and the tablets of motherfucking older cultures who motherfucking use that for magic. So altars, churches, whatever, what do they do there? Ceremonies, sacrifices, okay? For who? For what? Okay? Let's break it down. There's many ancestors, right? And when you start tapping into those energies, okay, and communicating with them, they could come into the form through different timelines or periods. So one time it could call itself Isis, and another time it could call itself Aphrodite. That was the same energy. That's just a different culture representing the same energy. Just like Oshun, Hathor, okay? So you can ask these energies when they're communicating with you, whether it's through your motherfucking own head or through the signs. You could motherfucking ask questions and you could find shit out, okay? And then when you become more comfortable with certain energies, you could recognize their presence by the way you feel and shit like that. You'll know who the fuck's trying to communicate with you and shit like that, okay? I say that to say I'm going to show y'all my altar, okay? I'm going to explain it, all right? And my altar specifically, I don't have no faces, okay? I don't have no faces for a very specific reason, okay? Because energies transverse time, okay? So souls don't just have one fucking lifetime, okay? So you could venerate an ancestor during one lifetime. I venerate that energy through multiple lifetimes. So I'll have things for Aphrodite and for Oshun and for Isis, okay? And I don't have no faces up there, okay? So all symbology, all right? All to give reverence and thanks, okay? So when y'all see my altar, I don't light candles to fucking ask for shit. Okay, I don't do nothing to ask for shit. All I do is give thanks. So everything there is just a fucking thank you. All right, because they got me. All right, and my thank you is motherfucking the way they treat me and the shit I'm getting. Okay, so I didn't even have to do that. That's just me doing that. Okay, because that's respect, right? Motherfucking showing something that you know it exists. Okay, and paying respect to it and giving it thanks, and not motherfucking being here asking for shit all the fucking time. Okay, so I'm gonna walk out to the altar. Okay, please forgive the mess. All right. So we're gonna start with. So let me take this off right here. It'll make it easier. I can't flip my camera. I don't believe y'all. Nope. I just took a picture. Okay. So this is my altar, y'all. All right. I know my oversoul. My oversoul is who they call Archangel Michael. Some people call him Papa Legba. Some people call him Ishu Elegwa. Call it what you will. All right. That's the centerpiece of my whole thing. Okay. As you can see right here. All right. That's the symbol used in voodoo for that energy. Okay. I have an organized pyramid right in the center of this. Okay. So if you notice, I have a crystal grid. Okay. This is a crystal. It's a crystal mermaid for ocean. Okay. I have crystals here. All right. Don't name your crystals to people, by the way. All right. That's the thing. All right. Learn your crystals, but don't be naming it to people. I am sweating my butt off over here. Can y'all see that? Anyway. All right. Crystals in all the corners. All right. The mirror is for Lilith. Okay. If y'all know, if you don't know. Okay. It's a very powerful, dark feminine energy. Okay. Which they call demonic because basically these Abrahamic religions are like try and make like, you know, man everything, so it's like very patriarchal. So all the divine feminine motherfucking energies they cast as demons. So, you know, Kali, Lilith, motherfucking Hathor, like you name it. Okay, that's motherfucking Baphomet and demon. That's all that shit. All right, it's just the divine feminine, which they like to disrespect. Okay, so I actually, by my pyramid here, I have a magnet. So this is a little magnet here. Okay, and actually I have a little magnet right here. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, here I have a talent from a bird. Okay, I found it on the beach with the evil eye here. Okay, got 2 shells. This here is a fossilized clam. Okay, so this was once life, along with a calendar that my girl gave me. Very nice. This is also a legua. Okay, voodoo symbol. He likes cigars, right? All right, respect. You feel me? Right here, we got Isis, Oshun, Hathor, whatever you want to call this energy. Okay? So here, right, we got the little bull, right, for Hathor. I'm sorry here, right? Now going down, we got Oya, right? Oya, right, very colorful, right? Very nice. By the way, for the energies that I got on here, there have been other energies that communicated with me. Okay, so you know, the Galactic Federation, we want to call them motherfuckers, have reached out to me. Motherfucking Arcturians, Pleiadians, Persephone has reached out to me. There's different energies that reached out, but specifically for my mantle, which this mantle is my mantle for now. Each deity is gonna have their own mantle. Okay, so this is just for now. This is what I'm putting together. All right. Anyway, the ones that I have here are the ones that communicate with me often. All right. So often enough. All right. So we got Oya there. Okay. Isis Oshun. Right. Then we got Hecate. Okay. For here we got dragons. Okay. The keys. Right. Notice no faces. Okay, very important. All right, I have the Morrigan here. Okay, right here with the crow. All right, I don't know if y'all can see that. Okay, with the black. Right over here, I got Kali. All right, because Kali Ma. All right, she communicates to me. Okay. So, as y'all can see, right, I have a little collection of different energies that communicate with me, along with building a crystal grid of energy itself in this altar. Okay, so within itself, if it was nothing, just the crystals alone, all right, create energy. All right. Now, the energy and the stuff I do here is in reverence to pay reverence, okay, to those. All right. So what do I do to pay reverence? Okay. Well, you find out each energy, right? That's in communication with you, right? So your spirit teams, or those energies of the past that existed, your ancestors, things like that. And you kind of like ask them questions and things like that. And when you find your confirmations, right? Because you're basically, there's 33 energies, right? And all 33 of those energies split apart. So all the souls now are all directly connected to the original 33. So when you find out your archetype, right, that's you, right? You're just a piece of it, right? You're like a cup of the ocean. You're a scoop of the ocean. You're part of the ocean. You're that ocean, right? You're part of that specific motherfucking line, okay? And all of them are related, okay? So the gods and all that shit, that's your family, all right? But that's who you directly, that'd be like your fucking father, right? That'd be like who you directly to, but then you got uncles and motherfucking cousins and nephews, and you got siblings and shit like that, all right? So that'd be your direct lineage. When you find out who your direct lineage is, okay, you do your research on different cultures and their pantheons, okay? And their main 7 fucking gods, and then their other fucking gods, okay? And then you match the pantheons throughout the motherfucking cultures throughout time, okay? And then you'll learn that energy, different ways and cultures paid homage to it. And deeper than that, okay, you could tie it directly into your own motherfucking lineages. So if you're fucking mixed up like me, I could mix up shit like that, okay? And to be respectful to the energy, I'll keep shit neutral, right? Because it all exists. You see what I'm saying? All right? So what is the point? Is to give respect, to give thanks, like thank you. All right? So everything there, if I light a fucking candle, right? If I leave some motherfucking wine or some motherfucking foods or some motherfucking herbs or shit like that, that's a form of communication. That's like what they stole from us and basically did with like Santa Claus, would leave the motherfuckers some cookies and milk. You know what I mean? But this is actually some real shit and not some fat motherfucker that's gonna come down your chimney. That ain't even real. That's some bullshit, all right? And Santa's just Satan anyway, all right? They just flipped it on y'all, all right? Anyway, this one's gonna be short and brief. If you don't know how to make an altar, okay, that's all personal. Find out personally who you vibe with, all right, who you match with, who's protecting you. Do your research and find out what the fuck those energies like throughout time and create your own shit, okay? And just know everything you do is right. So start with an altar. Start with one, okay? And it'll be a collection. You'll start finding different energies that's talking to you, and then you'll find time. Me, I need a whole motherfucking room for all the altars, all right? So they already know I can't do that right now with the space I have. It's okay. They're gonna provide the means. I'm not worried. That's why I give what I got. You see what I'm saying? Everything's about energy and intention, y'all, and perception, and how your perceptual reality really creates motherfucking your everything. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, religious people is just gonna call it praying. Scientists is just gonna call it placebo effect. And motherfucking spiritual motherfuckers like me is gonna call it manifestation. But hey, no one's denying the phenomena exists, because it is what it is. So fix this motherfucker and I'll fix everything outside of you. Fix this motherfucker, that shit'll fix everything outside of you. Alright? Because nothing exists out here. This is all a dream. Alright? And when you die, you wake the fuck up. Alright? So it's time for y'all to wake the fuck up now so you can prepare for when you wake up. Alright? So really start getting on your lucid dreaming shit. Because that's what it really is. What lucid dreaming really is you being woke right now. Okay? Because this is the dream. Alright? So if you could lucid dream through life right now and fucking shape shit for when you really wake up, then you got it. Alright? To the collective, keep doing good. Alright? If y'all already know all this information, then that's cool, man. Like, spread this information, man. Not everybody knows this shit, man. This shit. Right now, we in this time of information where someone could just look it up. But, even now I'm looking up information right now and stuff, right? Because sometimes I meditate, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it depends. I like to do shit. I like multiple motherfucking angles, right? I don't like to just put all my eggs in one basket. Because I could sit here and motherfucking discern everything. All right, and I trust that anyway. But I still like to motherfucking bring some like knowledge to y'all and some facts too, you know, because we coming up here and we talking, and y'all don't have to believe my experience. And I never once came up here and told y'all to believe a motherfucking word I said. I always said go do your own research. But the fact that I said it, motherfucking go hit those search bars and see what's up. Why the fuck am I saying that shit? You know what I mean? And then take your own fucking perspective, man. I can't fucking live your life for you, tell you what the fuck to think. But anyway, y'all, I'm in a good mood. Don't let my motherfucking profanity, you know, make you think otherwise. Because profanity isn't cursing, y'all. Anyway, have a good one. I'm glad to be back. To the collective. I appreciate y'all. If y'all feeling these full moon motherfucking portal effects right now, just know you're not alone. And there's people here who are trying to help guide y'all, and try is a demon, so that's the wrong word. They are helping y'all. Alright? And if you need help, attract it. Don't seek shit. Alright? Peace, y'all.